Locked here with Nocturne Gaming, back with more Legends of Idleon today, and we're taking a look at the World 3 boss, Chizoar. He is located in Frostbite Tundra in the Crystal Base Camp, and to fight him, we do have to complete a few minor requirements. The first is to do quests from Bellows here, and he requires you to kill 50 Nocturnes here, and once we complete that, we can complete the second quest, which is to kill a single Nocturne and gain at least 3,200 experience. This is mainly done by increasing your class XP with talent such as Just XP. And once you get to this point in the game, that should be fairly easy to do. Now, the third quest is to kill a giant Nocturne. This requires a worship bonus that we get in World 3, and we can take a look at it here. It is the Tachyon of the Titans, and once we kill some of these, we should be able to get a giant one to spawn. The easiest way to do for this is to wait for your weekly reset, and you should have a chance at getting a giant mob to spawn. So, with that being said, the last requirement is accuracy related. We require at least 1,250 accuracy for a 5% hit chance and 3,750 accuracy to have a 100% hit chance. The boss does have 40 million HP, so it may require some time depending on your damage. But with that said, let's take a look at the boss. All right, so here we are in the boss room. In the interest of time, I went ahead and took him down to about 10% HP just because it took me about 20 to 25 minutes to get him to this point. And so we're going to take a look at the abilities and then kill him and let's see what kind of loot we get today. So the first ability is what he just did. He spins that purple thing right there and spawns these ice mines. They can pop up in any of these horns, and there's 3 to 4 each time. So when these spawn, he gets a defensive shield on each of his attackable limbs, and we have to kill them before we can do further damage to him. So they don't do any damage as you're close to them or run over them. So it's just a matter of killing them so that we can get back to doing damage. The next is what he just did with his leg here, and when he does that, he starts spawning these ice spikes from the ceiling. As long as you avoid the tip, they don't do any damage to you, and it does about 90 damage with 500 defense. The third ability is these giant tusks. They grow a lot larger and they swipe this entire area. So when you're killing these ice mines, be careful of where you're standing because they can still hit you even on these platforms. So make sure you stand farther enough out of the way as you're killing them. And we're avoiding our spikes as much as possible. See, there you go, some damage. Let's kill these mines and we'll take a look at his last two abilities. Here we go, some more ice spikes dropping for us. And so let's run over here. So we're going to stand on the second leg here. And this ability is a melee range attack. So as long as you're standing in this area right here, you avoid the tusks. You avoid this melee range attack that he does. Here we go. He stomps down, creates a wave, does a significant portion of damage. So the last ability is this back leg here. He's doing his ice mines real quick, but we'll wait and see what this ability does. He's got his shields up. We're not doing any damage, but here you go. He lifts it up, stomps, and creates a line of spikes that come out of the ground. They go across the whole map. So thing to remember here is he doesn't do that ability unless you're standing at the back leg. So while you're fighting this guy, my favorite spot is right here under the tusks. The tusks can't hit me. This melee range stomp can't hit me, and he doesn't spawn the ice spikes. So we just have to do damage. A thing to keep in mind here is any abilities that hit farther out do hit multiple legs, as each of the legs are damageable, as you can see with the coins there. So keep that in mind as you're fighting it. So last tip here is when you're fighting the ice mines, fight from the back to the front because it's timed. He won't spawn these ice mines until after a certain amount of time has passed after you kill the last one. So we'll go ahead and kill these two and then get back to damaging the boss. We'll speed it up from here and we'll see you in just a minute when the boss gets closer to dying. All right, so he's got about 1,000,000 health left. Let's see if we can take him down really quick. And almost. Woo. All right, there he goes. And so let's see what kind of loot we get. So the main things that he drops are some food and coins. These Chizoar spikes that he drops is his primary boss drop. They're needed for crafting and smithing and all of that stuff. And the other thing that he has a chance of dropping is the Chizoar Blankie. This is a pendant, and the stats on it are fairly good. It does come with 5 weapon power, 15% total damage, and plus 3% to mob respawn times. So quite a bit of good loot from this guy, and hope you have fun doing it. This has been Icelock from Nocturne Gaming. If you have any comments, thoughts, or questions, please leave them down below, and we'll see you next time.